My name is Lehane. I'm fighting out of SBG Cork City. Catch me on WOW 17 on March 29th. So I started training martial arts when I was probably nine years old. I started in boxing and taekwondo when I was very young. I did it because I actually wanted to play rugby, and my mother said it was too dangerous to play rugby. So then I didn't know I was playing soccer and all that. And then my brother got me interested in boxing and Muhammad Ali, and then we got obsessed with that. And then one year there was a summer break in my boxing gym, and they were taking like 3 months off or something like that. And I wanted to keep training, and my brother showed me Conor McGregor then. So I looked up in a gym in Cork, and there was an SBG, which is like a branch of the gym Conor's from. So I went to train there and never looked back. So before fighting for WOW, I fought for a show called Combate Global. They're kind of like a Hispanic MMA show based in Miami, Florida. So I actually made my professional debut on that show. It was kind of near the end of COVID, and I wanted to go pro. There was lots of different shows, people pulling out, and travel was being restricted on and off and all that. So they were doing a European tournament, and they were looking for an Irish fighter. So they're looking all over Ireland, and someone knew someone who got onto my coach, because my coach would be well known in Ireland. So they got onto him to almost like look for someone to fill the Irish gap in the tournament. And he reached around to everyone in the weight division, and everyone was busy, they were in contracts, all this stuff. And then he was able to get me in there. So I went in kind of like an underdog. I was making my pro debut, and I'd fight twice in one night to win the tournament. And I beat, first fight I fought a Spanish guy, and Sebas Santana was his name. I think he fought in WOW before. I beat him, and then the second round I fought a French guy. I beat him, I TKO'd him in the first round as well. So then that started my career off with a flying start, and I got a multi-fight contract with Combate. So I've actually had, what, nine pro fights now, and they're all with Combate. I ended up with a one-fight deal with WOW right now, because my contract with Combate came to an end, and we just put it up on Instagram, and we reached out, and there's a good few shows kind of reached out and wanted to sign me, and WOW had a one-fight deal, which, you know, it suited me with a good opponent and everything. So I was like, sure, look, I'll take a one-fight deal. I like and see how they run a show, and then, you know, who knows, I might sign a multi-fight deal with them. I might go, you know, we'll see what happens. But I am excited to fight for WOW. They put on a brilliant show, and they always, like, you know, they sell out stadiums in Spain, so it'll be fun. So I have heard of WOW before. I've heard of them. I followed them on Instagram for a long time. But when I lost the other contract and I was looking for another show, I remember WOW definitely being on my list. Like I was going through Instagram, and all the shows that I'd seen over the years pop up and look good. Like they've got good. They've sent people to the UFC, and they've built fighters up very well, and they've got good production value, and they sell out arenas and they pay fighters well. That's, you know, and WOW looks like one of them shows. You know, they're putting on very, very big shows in nice stadiums in cool cities around Europe. So, and as well, it was a nice change to not have to fly all the way to Miami to fight. I can just fly to Spain, you know. So yeah, I'm excited to fight for WOW. It'll be a good one. So I'll be facing Enrique on Saturday. He's a tall, athletic fighter. It's at 74 kilos, which isn't it's the heaviest I've ever fought at in professional. So I don't really have to cut weight. He's athletic, he's long, he's got long limbs, so I gotta be kind of get in around him. I don't want to give away too much on camera, you know, because I'd say he'll probably watch this, but yeah, I think a lot of pressure against this guy. We're not going to be on the end of his jabs and the end of his kicks. We're going to be in his face, you know. We're gonna have a good fight. 15 minutes, hard, long fight. Let's see who breaks.